Not every hunt in nature lasts for hours or ends in a breathtaking chase. Sometimes, everything is decided in just a few short seconds.
Amazingly large prey.
Venomous fangs, teeth, muscles, and millions of years of evolution have turned reptiles into formidable predators in various habitats. But what makes these hunts terrifying is not just how they begin, but also the ending that waits ahead. Welcome to the land of reptiles, where the most brutal hunts and unforgettable endings have been recorded in nature. Amethystine python. Possessing a mutated body span that can reach over 5 to 7 meters. This uncrowned king dominates the tropical rainforests with a patiently stalking lifestyle and unprecedented physical strength. The ultimate weapon of the amethystine python does not lie in toxic chemical streams, but focuses entirely on its dense muscle mass. The constriction force of the Australian scrub python is a direct and violent attack on the circulatory system. Every time the prey exhales, the python's muscle coils tighten another millimeter, denying the victim's chest any chance to expand. Beneath the humid forest canopies of Australia, a giant amethystine python moves silently. It possesses no venom, but its size and strength are enough to make many prey wary. In the darkness, the rat barely realizes the approaching danger. The python does not need to lunge too quickly. Just by pinpointing the exact location, it delivers a clamping bite and immediately wraps constricting coils around the victim's body. It is worth noting that this python species often chooses to conserve energy. Instead of prolonged pursuits, they wait patiently for the right moment and then end the hunt in just a few decisive moments. As night falls in the caves of Cuba, millions of bats simultaneously leave their roosts to hunt for insects. Right at the cave entrance, a cave boa is already waiting, amidst the dense stream of bats zooming through the dark. Hitting a target is not easy. However, its heat-sensing ability helps the boa locate prey even without clear vision. The majority of bats escape the ambush and continue their journey, but with just one moment of sluggishness, they can be snatched up. When the boa tightly coils around the victim's body, the chance of survival is virtually zero. This is a prime example of nature's balance, where predator and prey coexist in an endless cycle. Black mamba. Black mamba, the assassin of the night. The terror possessing the most brutal speed and toxin on the dark continent. The black mamba's ultimate weapon lies not in its outer scales, but in its ink-black mouth interior and a pair of fangs that directly inject a super-grade neurotoxin. This brutal chemical stream instantly blocks the nervous system, paralyzes the diaphragm, and collapses the respiratory system, causing the victim to rapidly succumb in just a few short dozen minutes. In the harsh ecosystem, they play the role of seasoned predatory machines. Their primary food source comes from small mammals like mice or squirrels. However, despite possessing a deadly weapon, the black mamba is not invincible. Their status is frequently threatened by agile and courageous natural predators, typically the mongoose. Therefore, it will proactively target easier prey.
Oh my God, look at the size of him.
The cramped space inside the bird's nest turns into a death trap. The black mamba activates its aggressive state, opens its pitch-black mouth wide, and unleashes a deadly strike. A super-grade amount of neurotoxin is pumped directly into the bird's tiny body. Despite possessing flexible jaws that can stretch boundlessly thanks to ligaments, the black mamba butcher sometimes still makes a fatal structural mistake by reversing the usual swallowing process. The bird's plumage is designed to lie flat from head to tail. When the snake swallows backwards from the bottom up, this entire layer of feathers gets pushed backwards, standing upright and flaring out like a series of sharp thorns piercing against the snake's esophageal wall. As a result, the prey gets tightly stuck right in the throat, completely blocking the black mamba's trachea. Yamagakashi snake versus frog. In an East Asian swamp, a Yamagakashi snake is silently hunting. Its vibrant appearance with orange and green scales conceals a transcendent evolutionary capability. It is a creature bearing a dual toxin system that is extremely rare in the world. Its bite ravages the blood coagulation mechanism, causing severe hemorrhaging. To humans, their bites can cause severe blood clotting disorders, turning them into one of the snake species that needs to be wariest of in the land of cherry blossoms. They not only possess venom in their rear fangs, but also have the ability to sequester toxins from their very own prey. This snake species is usually found in areas near water sources, such as rice paddies and swamps, where they can easily hunt for amphibians. With brilliant colors alternating between black, orange, and green patches, the tiger keelback looks beautiful but harbors a deadly danger. The amphibian breeding season is the golden opportunity. Around the water's surface, Moray tree frogs are busy creating foam nests and laying eggs. The instinct to propagate the species has blurred their vigilance. This negligence is paid for with their lives. The hunter launches a treacherous bite. Unlike vipers, its fangs are located deep in the back of the jaw. The venom floods into the bloodstream, quickly neutralizing the circulatory system. The victim immediately loses the ability to flee. The most astonishing thing lies in its digestive system. When eating a toxic frog, the snake is completely unharmed. Conversely, it extracts the chemicals from the prey and stores them in its nuchal glands to use as a defensive weapon. The tiny frog struggles its final beats. But once ensnared in these jaws, its hope of survival is simply zero. Red-sided garter snake versus toad. Snakes do not have eyelids, so they cannot glance. To compensate, their head operates as a perfect anti-shake machine. Even though its body continuously undulates through rock crevices, its head axis remains firmly locked onto the toad. This mechanism helps the brain lock onto the target extremely steadily. It calculates the exact distance to unleash a strike without missing due to body shaking. This battle is not just a test of speed. This is a fierce chemical confrontation. The toad possesses a formidable defense system. The venom glands behind its eyes secrete bufotoxin, a toxin that causes heart failure and kills many predators. However, nature bestowed the garter snake with a mutated genome. Its nerve cells are completely immune to this toxin. Thanks to this evolutionary privilege, the snake casually enjoys the highly toxic meal that every other creature must terrifyingly avoid. King Cobra versus rat snake. The reptile king is showcasing its most terrifying skill, hunting down and devouring its own kind. The king cobra's core weapon is its deadly stream of neurotoxin. This toxin strikes directly at the central nervous system. It blocks all signals transmitted from the brain down to the muscles. The result is that the victim is instantly paralyzed. The lungs stop contracting, stripping away the final breath in agony. The hunter always prioritizes swallowing prey from the head. This is a smart tactic that prevents the snake's scales from getting stuck in the throat. The feast concludes swiftly, once again affirming the absolute authority of the jungle's lord. What you have just watched shows that, in the world of reptiles, every hunt is a combination of patience, instinct, and the ability to seize the opportunity.
Amazingly large prey.
From silent ambushes to intensely fierce subjugations, Everything reflects the harsh survival laws that have existed for millions of years in wild nature. If you found this video fascinating, please hit like, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel to continue exploring many more thrilling wildlife moments. Thank you for watching to the end. See you in the next video.